Hi friends, it's Dr. Vicky here. Today I want to talk to you about pain. Pain is such an important topic and it's something that we need to look at in a whole another light. So as a chiropractor, pain is really the reason why most people come to me, and they usually come to me after they've tried other things. So I'm very familiar with pain as a practitioner, but also in my own life because I'm human and I do appreciate pain, even though most people avoid it at all costs. And I understand, but we have to look at it in a different way because it really has a very important purpose. Before we go into that, what I'd really like to do is just explain how pain works anatomically, but also physiologically. Okay, so we'll start with the anatomy. So the part of your body that is responsible for pain is actually your nerves. And as a chiropractor, this is really an honor for me to be able to share this with you because you probably don't know this. Your brain this is the front and this is the back. This is your skull chopped, okay? It's not a real skull, it's plastic. And there's a hole at the base of your skull where your brain stem comes through. Your brain stem comes through those first two vertebrae at the top of your neck, and then it thins out very thin, almost like a tail, and goes all the way down to the base of your spine. So your brain stem, and your spinal cord make up your central nervous system. It is your master system. It literally controls and coordinates every single function, okay? So how does it do that? It connects with these nerves these are cut, but these nerves branch out from your spinal cord through these little holes in your spine. The hole is called the intervertebral foramen. You got the two vertebrae and the disc, and that's holding that hole for the nerve to come through. This nerve branches into smaller and smaller branches until it's like little hairs that give life to every cell. Okay? So let's look at the function of a nerve now, because now we know the anatomy of it, but we want to look at the function. There's three main functions of every nerve. And I'm sorry if this diagram is backwards, but 45% of the nerve controls the muscles. 45% of the nerve controls the organs, glands, and blood vessels. And what does that leave? 45 and 45 is 90. We only have 10% left. 10% of the function of that nerve controls pain. But it happens to be the most important part because it's telling us there's something wrong, and we really need to pay attention to that. Because it's such a small part of the function of the nerve, often it can be the last thing that you notice, and when you're doing the right thing, it could be the first thing that goes away. When I say doing the right thing, I mean correcting the cause, because there's lots of ways to get rid of pain, but those ways are going to end up hurting you in the end. And we're going to talk about that right now. So I want you to look at pain as a meter, telling you whether you're in the right or the wrong direction. And pain can cause either physical or emotional problems. And actually, they're very intertwined. If you have emotional pain, you can end up having physical pain. If you have physical pain, you can end up having emotional pain. So one is going to affect the other, and healing one can also heal the other. But you're going to want to take a multi-prong approach. So when you have emotional pain, we'll start with that. You can either go in two directions. You can either dig deep and make it a positive by trying to find what is causing your pain. You can look for the cause of your pain. Is it your history, maybe your childhood? Maybe you need to go into therapy and examine that more deeply. Maybe you don't have a spiritual practice and you need to start praying and asking your higher power to help you, or join a group like an Al-Anon or an AA group or something where people are spiritual but yet supportive of you. You can meditate, and that's a really powerful way to dig deep into yourself and find answers and to change your way of thinking and living. You can contemplate, again, looking deeper. You can look at your dreams, because a lot of times that can give us information. You can look at your relationships, whether they be work or or family relationships or friend relationships, and they may be causing you pain, and you might need to change some of those. Journaling is very powerful, and that helps us see what's happening and what could be causing our pain. But ultimately, we want to set some goals, and then we want to review them and take action steps to help heal our pain, because we are looking for the cause. What's the other direction we can go? We can try to avoid the pain, make excuses for the pain. We can take a victim mentality. We can say we're helpless or feel helpless. We can blame our genes, okay? And that's really not a good excuse, I'm sorry, because our lifestyle is proven to have more effect on our health than our genes. We can blame others, okay? We can take drugs to numb our pain, to dull our pain, to stop our pain. But then we have to deal with the side effects of the drugs. And unfortunately, there are so many, and that I feel should be the last resort. We can escape our pain by numbing again with alcohol, drugs, etc. We can give up, and the worst case scenario is we can end our life. And there's been a lot of that this year and last year, and that is not a good option. So that, my friend, is the downside of emotional pain. But I told you first, the upside is to take deep notice and contemplation of it. Now let's talk about physical pain. Physical pain, and I'm going to give you an example of how pain really helped me just yesterday, because I knew I was going to do this video, and something happened to me that was, whoa, what a great example. I was working outside, doing some shrubbery, trimming and things, and when I was inside, I noticed my belly button hurt. I was like, that's weird. I have a belly button ring, but I've always had it. Like, why would it hurt? I looked at it, whatever, nothing. I didn't notice anything, but I briefly looked at it. Then I went out and did my thing some more, and then I looked at it again, and I realized it's really hurting now. What the heck? And I lifted my shirt, opened up my skin, and I saw there was a big, scary tick in my belly button. Whoa, that really freaked me out. I don't like bugs at all, even though I know they serve a purpose. I freaked out. I ran upstairs, grabbed a tweezer, pulled it out the best I could. And then I realized I didn't get it all out. And I ended up going and getting some treatment, like an Emergi-Med, and they helped me so much. But if I didn't feel that pain, then that tick would have embedded so deeply into me. And who knows down the road what would have been going on with me. And I wouldn't have had the understanding or idea why. So pain is a blessing. Same with every single physical issue, even mental and emotional issue we have. It's truly a blessing, okay? If we get sick, it's because we didn't pay attention, or maybe we were supposed to get sick, but again, there's a reason for the pain, and it can sometimes really be, it always is a blessing. So always look for why. Why do I have the pain? Why? So the physical pain on the positive end, so there's two paths to go with physical pain. We can either take responsibility or we can make excuses, just like the emotional pain. Let's take the responsibility track right now. With physical pain and with emotional, but we're talking about physical, we always want to look for the cause of the pain, the cause. We don't want to treat the symptom. We want to look for the cause, because it can be very different. So is the cause something that happened in the past? Maybe a birth trauma, even that far back. Maybe some, things that we took, some medications, some vaccinations, something like that hurt our body, okay? And now we have toxins that we have to get rid of. Maybe we were in a car accident way back and we forgot about it, okay? And now we have shoulder, arm, or hand pain. Well, that wasn't caught there. You don't look at the shoulder, arm, and hand when you have a blown disc in your neck. You look for the cause and go back and try to find what could have happened. Okay, so pain is telling you there's something wrong. Lifestyle, what do you do? How do you live your life? How do you take care of your body? If you treat your body like a piece of poop, it's gonna give you poop, right? You want to treat your body like the temple that it was designed to be. This is a gift from God. You are here because you were supposed to be here, and it's your responsibility to take care of your body. Okay, that's it. Take care of your body, and it will take care of you. So look at your lifestyle. What are you doing? Do you sit all day? Do you never move? Do you eat a bunch of garbage? Do you watch TV for hours at a time? These are not healthy. Do you isolate? Do you avoid people? Are you in a bad relationship? Is your job breaking your body apart? Are you doing a repetitive motion over and over that's hurting you at your job or in your life? So you just want to look deeply at your history, at your lifestyle, at your diet, at your environment, your friends, your family, your work. And you want to try to find what's causing your problem. And you want to thank your pain because it is a gift. It's truly a gift. It's a change agent. Your pain is a change agent. It's helping you make a change for the better. So how do we go wrong with the physical pain? Instead of looking at it as a good thing, we're looking at it as a bad thing, and we are using it to avoiding the pain, and we're making excuses for the pain. What does that happen? What happens with that over time? We end up treating the symptoms, and the symptoms are there, but they're not necessarily the same as the cause. And that's how conventional medicine works. They treat symptoms. All right. So you're going to take painkillers, steroids, antihistamines, whatever it is, to treat the pain, where really you should be looking for what's causing it, because all these drugs can ultimately give you worse side effects than the actual pain you had to begin with. You can also remove pieces of your body. You can remove your gallbladder. You can replace your joints. You can do all these things, but then you have a limitation of matter. So that would be the last resort. Okay. You can blame your genes. Oh, I have terrible genes. My parents had this problem and now I have it. You can blame other people. Oh, that person, it was all their fault. They did it and now I'm a victim and there's nothing I can do about it. It's too hard for me to change. I'm too old to change. I'm too poor to change. I don't have enough time to address this problem. So all of these are really bad excuses, and you are now losing the gift that pain is giving you to make a positive change in your life. So what you want to do is go deep, or find somebody to help you go deep. Try to figure out what caused the problem in the first place, and then take action. And the more holistic your action, the better you're going to serve your body, and the more able you will be able to have a really meaningful and beautiful life, and help those around you to respect you, and even to actually inspire them to make changes as well. I want to just share one other emotional pain that actually helped me to make a really positive change in my life. I love trees. I have a place in Jersey that in my backyard, I had one big tree that I was very close with. I loved that tree. That tree was my best friend. Well, one day it fell and my best friend disappeared. So I was devastated. I was hurt. I was depressed. I felt hopeless, but that's all good. That's all fine, because what happens is I decided I'm not going to stay there long, and we can feel all those bad feelings, but we can't stay there long. We have to now look for the reason. There's always a reason for everything in our life. What's the reason this tree fell? Maybe I need to think about where I'm living and what I'm doing, and take action to do something that I've always wanted to do, which was to get a place in Vermont. So we started looking for a place in Vermont a couple of years ago, and we found the perfect place with tons and tons and tons of trees. And we ended up purchasing it, and it was right before the pandemic, so we got a good deal, and it was the best thing that happened. So that horrible pain of me losing that beautiful tree, my best friend that was in my backyard, made me look to change the direction I was in and do something really good. And I can thank the pain of that tree falling for having a place that I can get away to and really feel nurtured and supported and nurture and support it. So I hope I inspired you to look at pain as in a whole different way. If you're having pain and you've done everything, please think about getting chiropractic or at least getting checked by a chiropractor. I would love to take care of you because, when you find the cause of the pain, and often it is coming from the spine, you can really change your life for the better. And with chiropractic, it's not just about getting rid of pain. It's about improving your life and getting more nerve flow and life flow to your body, which in turn will change your life in such a beautiful, positive way, emotionally, physically, biochemically. So thank you for listening. I hope I shed some light on pain, and I hope I inspired you to actually look at it in a different way and to make your life better because of it. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Bye.